Beautiful people, we are live for yet another colorful conversation. I hope you got your markers, your pens, your coloring pencils, paint, whether you draw, crochet, whatever it is that you do with your hands that allows you to expend. That's a good word. I feel like I want that word right there, so we're gonna keep it for now. All right, exert. Whatever allows you to get that energy out of you and process it, we encourage you to bring your utensils. Welcome one and welcome all. Tap in for another colorful conversation. If you're watching this on the replay, please make sure that you like the video. That is the thumbs up, okay? Like two of them, okay? Like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You have to tap the thing, select the down arrow so that you can get all of it. Because y'all, even though I am guaranteed I'm going to be live every day at 1 o'clock, but the rest of it, I just don't know. Whenever I feel like I want to, then I do. So that's kind of how it works. But if you want to tap into a colorful conversation, this is the place to be. This is the picture that we have been working on. We are at the end of this picture, and I was gonna finish this picture yesterday, but I didn't want to rush it because I was excited that I was at the finish line. So I wanted to take my time and come back to it because I still don't know what color I'm gonna do these little bubbles. Because yesterday they said they're not rocks, so don't color them the color of rocks. And I was just like, well, what color can I color them? And then also we have this last little section of flowers that need some personality. So tap in. You know the drill around here. If you talk to me, then I talk back. Other than that, we're just going to color. And of course, I'm going to talk to myself. And that's going to happen. That is going to happen. But now I need to figure out a color. I really don't want to go in with this hot pink. Are you done? You're not going to wear that outside, though. Go put that away. Get that out of your mouth. Um, I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, I do know. We're going to use this color here, which is like a lighter peach type color. Is everybody having a good day? I pray that you all are having a great day. I pray that you are having a great day. Y'all see the kids are home today. They are out of school until next Tuesday. So, get into it. It is our Forestry Festival weekend. So the fair is here, and there are all kind of cool things going on. So, the school gave them a virtual day. I think tomorrow is like the parade or whatever. Thank you for the thumbs up. Y'all make sure that you are dropping a comment. Say hey to me. Say hey to me. Hey, Max Rio. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you. Yeah, so the kids are in for the day and the weekend. That should be interesting. That should be interesting. And we are coloring this picture here. Please make sure you are liking the live stream. Hit the thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel. We've got a whole lot of great things going on. Whole lot of growth happening. Whole lot of growth happening. Are you having a good day, Max Rio? Max Ro? Max. I'm just gonna call you Max. You having a good day, Max? That feels better to me. Is that okay with you? Is Max okay with you? I mean, I would think that Max would be better than me messing up your name, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, try to be polite. Try to be polite. I want to call you by name. I want to chat with you, but some people be having some unique names. So I'm going to go for Max for you if that's fine. Are you working? What did you do today? Are you at school, work, home, break? What's going on with you? What's going on? I like it. I'm happy I did it. Although these two colors kind of feel the same to me. Just on your Xbox, that's pretty cool. So we had this conversation yesterday. I am old, okay? I am 42 years old. I'm not old. I am well seasoned. I am 42 years old. And when I look at a controller, I was going to say a joystick, that's how old I am. But you guys call them controllers now. It's way too much happening on there. Like, it's buttons up here, buttons right here. You got the little joystick thing right here, four of them right here, four of them right there, two of them in the middle. It's a lot happening. How in the world do you develop the mental? First of all, you have to know how to mentally play the game. So you have to have a mental understanding of the game. Then you need the proper hand-eye coordination to make your hands do what your eyes are seeing and your brain is projecting for. Well, no, I don't want to say projecting, that your brain is wanting it to do. You have to execute all these things at one time while playing this game, cussing and fussing. It's way too much for me. I'm a pass. But all those who are good at it, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I can't do it. I've tried. I've tried to play with my son. He's 8 and he schools me every time, telling me what to do, what not to do. So I just gave up. Everything is not for everybody, and I'm okay with that. I know I've had this conversation before on the live stream, but I have a love, yeah, muscle memory. I have a love-hate relationship with technology. Like, I understand that technology is absolutely the direction that we're going, but I also hate it because it's so frightening. It's so unpredictable. It makes me super nervous, but I have to, stay up current. I went for a whole 10-year hiatus. This is a true story. No computer, no laptop, no social media, no anything for 6 years, actually, 6.5 years. And then, even in that 6.5 years, all I got was a laptop, and I wasn't doing any social media. But because I didn't like the direction that technology was going. Hi, sister, please tell me what you think about life. What's meaning for you on your end? I mean, it just depends on the topic. What's meaningful for me currently is to make sure that daily I am giving God the best of me, not just sitting back, laying back, because I spent a long season sick. Thank you, Max, for stopping through. I appreciate you. Thank you for thumbs up in the video. You are thebomb.com. Make sure you subscribed. Make sure you hit the post notification bell, and I'll see you later, right? But I spent a lot of time ill, and in that time spending in that sickness, there was a season where I wasn't physically able to do a whole lot, and I felt like I got really far behind on a lot of things, and a lot of things just kind of passed by because I was completely complacent, almost settled into the idea that I would be sick forever, right? But here recently, those things changed because I feel better, and we thank you, Mario, and we've come to a better healthcare plan, healthcare regimen. So I feel a lot stronger these days. It's just gaining that mental push and getting the muscles back strong in my body, those kind of things. That's where I am. So I'm grateful for everything. I just want to be empty. I just want to be everything that God called me to be. I also want to take my time and be graceful, because even though I haven't been physically able to do a lot of the things that I wanted to do, mentally I've been strong, I've been healing, I've been doing all of the necessary work to grow. So, that makes me excited. That makes me excited. Thank you for asking that. That was cool. I appreciate you. What about yourself? And that's so funny, because today I had a topic that I pulled, and my topic for today was, what's going on, Miss Bam? Today, the topic that I had pulled was grieving the old you. Like when we are going through a change, when we're growing, when we feel ourselves developing, a lot of times people struggle with grieving the version of them that they used to know. So I know for me, when I first started changing, um, like I stopped going out to the clubs, I stopped drinking, I stopped partying, I stopped hanging out with friends. It was just a lot of different things. I stopped having such a snappy mouth, all those things. And then about 4 or 5 years into it, I realized that, man, I'm not doing anything. I'm not going anywhere. I don't hang out with, like all those things. And so then I started thinking about all the things that I used to do, and that shoulda, coulda, woulda, and oh man. And so I went through that season, and I was like, oh my, it's like I'm grieving the version of me that I was. But then I had to realize that that was the version of me that was dead. So it doesn't even matter. Like, grieve, because that's the part of me that was dead, and celebrating myself in my sin. That was terrible. That was terrible. So once I came to that understanding, and I got over it, like, you just get to a point to where it's like, okay, you gain an understanding that, yeah, so the Bible says the man puts off the former things, right? I have the scripture, as a matter of fact. Hold on, let me see. Is it in Corinthians? Lord, I don't know all the way to it. Okay, Colossians. All right, yes, Corinthians 5 and I think it's 5 and 7. I would suggest completely going to read Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, chapter 5, period. It talks about the new body. But this is definitely exactly what I'm saying. It says, for we know that when this earthly tent we live in is taken down, when we die and leave this earthly body, we will have a house in heaven, an eternal body made for us by God himself and not by human hands. We grow weary in our present bodies, and we long to put on our heavenly bodies like new clothing. For we will put on heavenly bodies, we will not be spirits without bodies. While we live in these earthly bodies, we groan and we sigh, but it is not that we want to die and get rid of those bodies that clothe us. Rather, we want to put on our new bodies so that these dying bodies will be swallowed up by life. God himself has prepared for us this, and as a guarantee, he has given us the Holy Spirit. So that that's perfect, right? So you wanna dive to that. And there's other scriptures I have. Let me see. I have a bunch of them. We can go in reference to 5 and 17. 5 and 17 says, "Oh wait, I'm in the Lord. I don't went. Goodness gracious, I am flipping switches over here." 5 and 17 says, This means that anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person and the old life is gone and a new life has begun. So that's evidence right there that we are mourning this body. Like you go through a grieving process of the former you, of who you used to be. Who you used to be and why you used to be those things. I used to really just feel some kind of way because I felt like when I was in my marriage that I lost all of my charisma, all of my spunk when I was married, when my husband was alive. Ephesians 4:22. When my husband was alive, because my husband was just so particular about everything, and so I felt like I lost my spunk. But that was the old me dying away. I used to tell people the craziest things. Like, you would not even believe things that I would say. That whole statement when people argue, like, you argue with me, you're gonna take it there, but I'm gonna take it to him. I used to be that person, and so when God started changing those things, and when those things started to be delivered off of me, and when I started to be delivered from those things, it was just a whole new thing. And I was just battling with myself of, I felt like I was taking torture and torment, that people were just treating me any kind of way because they knew that I was changing my life. My life had changed, and they were just coming at me, just. And the instruction that God gave me in that season was to be still and know that I am God. Literally would not let me say a mumbling word to people who were saying things to hurt me, saying things against me. God told me to shut my mouth. And I was like, oh God. So I have to take this. So during that season, friends and foes and people I trusted, all these people, they were just really just trying to get me out of character. Welcome back, Max. They were just trying to get me out of character, and I could not. I mean, absolutely could not say a word because the Lord told me, "Hush, girl, girl, hush, hush your face. Let them talk, let them talk." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, oh my goodness." It was. I remember one time it was something that just had been surfaced around, and I got so upset, and I was like, "Okay, Lord, listen." You're gonna have to go see about this one for me, because you got to know that I am ready to just blow a fuse over here, and you keep instructing me to just be quiet, be still, and I don't know how I feel about this steadiness, because so I had to go and mourn those things. If you are just now coming into the live stream, this is Colorful Conversations, and around here we chit chat as I color. If you talk to me, I talk back. Sometimes you'll come in here, I'll be completely silent, but every time you come in here, it'll be a vibe for sure, guaranteed. Tap in, make sure that you like the live stream, go share the live stream, subscribe to the channel. You never know what's coming up next. Brace yourself, because it's just now getting good. I am so excited, so elated about what God is doing. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it all unfold. I was telling them yesterday that this was my mustard seed. This is me planting my mustard seed. And every day, every 1 o'clock session is a mustard seed. Every 1 o'clock session. But yeah, so that's funny. Like I said, that was funny that you were gonna say that you asked that, because that was my topic for today. Miss Bams, thank you so much for that, girl. It'd be so colorful and so cute when you post it. I love it. I love it. Y'all listen to Miss Bams. Double tap on the screen. Show me some love. Don't just sit here and stare at me. It's kind of weird, right? I need to put something on my lips, because my lips are not. My lip gloss is not popping. Y'all, the kids are home, and so we have been in here trying to get ourselves together so we can be out all weekend at the fair. We want to go outside this weekend, so we got to do all the weekend stuff now. Right? Yes, band camp on Fridays. We're going to be going in a new direction where you get band camp as well, so that's going to be exciting. Tune in for that. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, and I'm so excited about it. You don't think the fair is there? Around what season do you guys have fair time, Miss Bams? This is always, it never varies. It's always the first week of October. And every year I always forget until the kids get out of school. And then I'm like, oh man, it is fair weekend. Every time. And I mean, when I say, oh, okay, it's October. It's October. It's October, Bams. Oh man, this ain't the right one. Oh well. But you just pulled one of my numbers because again, I know hours never change, but I forgot the months are like the end of this year is flying by. Y'all notice that? When I tell you this year is moving so quickly, like before we know it, it's gonna be 2026. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Okay, Miss Bam. I be forgetting too. So this is the picture completed except for the little bubbles. Now, I believe it was you and Uno, or maybe it was Obubi and Uno who told me that these little bubbles are not rocks. I want them to be rocks, but what do you think they are? Look at it. Could I go gray in the midst of, in these little bubbles, these little cluster of bubbles? Could I do gray? Can you see me now? I don't know. I don't know if I want to do this either. Miss Bams, I don't know what's going on, girl. On my side, it looks fine. It says that I'm live. I better not do this. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Literally, I could see all your messages coming in. I'm sitting here. Nothing was buffering on my side. I have no idea what was going on. I want you to look at this. This is the only part that I'm gonna do with this before I go any further. I want to see it. You see what the doing this color does to the background? You think it darkens the picture too much? Now we got to get our audience back, Miss Bam, but it's all good. They'll be back. I don't know what happened, why I was buffering. Hey, Uno, how you doing? How is your day, Uno? So look what I did. Look what I did. Oh, and this is a good. Listen, don't we still deciding. This one I'm finna show Uno because he the one told me don't make them gray. So look, Uno, look what happened. This is this color up in here. You think that darkens the picture too much? Like, that's too dark? Let me know. So that's this goldish color. And fun fact, so y'all, let me get this dye out of my fingernail because that just disturbed my whole soul. Seeing the tip of my finger blue like that. That was crazy. Um but anyways, that's so what we were talking about, was mourning the old you, like as you're changing and how you start missing like just some aspects of yourself, and not immediately, not initially, but like when you go from having a lot of things going on to a real still life, real steady life. What's going on, MK? Welcome to the live stream. Please be sure you thumbs up the video, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the little notification bell so the thing drop down, and then you be like, do 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 all, and then you up in here every time I'm up in here, right? Together we achieve more. That is some type of acronym. I just don't know which one, but it is. My name is Modesty. Thank you for stopping in. Hi. But anyways, that's what we're talking about. So like I was telling them, like when I first came on the other side of my faith journey and I was leaving my old life and stopped partying and all the little extra, all the extra that I was doing, all of everything else that I was doing, it was a season like 3 years into the turnaround, there was a season where I was like missing the old me. Like I wanted to be fun again. I wanted to go off on somebody again. I wanted to go party. I wanted to, I don't know, I felt like my whole personality shifted. I was no longer attracted or intrigued by the same type of things. I didn't have the same type of appetite for things. Like it was just, everything was just different. And there was a period where it was really difficult for me to process that change, that drastic change. I went from dressing like a stripper to wearing 15,000 clothes at one time. You know what I'm saying? In my free time, I do this, MK, I color. This is, I can see your messages and I am responding to your messages. I color in my free time. I hang out with my children. I do things with other people's children and I dance. That's it. What do you do in your free time? But so nonetheless, I went through a season where that was like hard for me to kind of accept the change. Like I felt like, man, everything is just so different. I feel so uncomfortable. And then it was so confusing too, because when I came back into so imagine a 10-year, 9-year hiatus from the church world, right? Okay. From my hometown, 9-year hiatus from my hometown, 9.5 years. Imagine that, and then coming back into this Bible Belt community, but all of the churches are different. Everything has changed. It's not like it was when I left. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's just nothing is the same. So because nothing is the same, now I'm looking, trying to get acclimated into a space that is already built. And I'm trying to find my own footing. Now I told y'all, listen, y'all see, I got tattoos all on my shoulders, tattoos. Okay, I'm covered in tattoos. They're everywhere. When I was living in my sin, all of my clothes were to complement my tattoos, to have all my tattoos visible, showing. All my clothes were tight and form fitting, and I just wanted to look like, every time you see me. That was the goal. Okay. So when I came back and I started going to church and everything, and like God really started to renew my mind, He really started to train my heart. All these things started changing. Like I was no longer comfortable. I would go and I'd be like, oh my goodness, I tried to cover me up and I didn't feel like, it just wasn't right. But I'm looking at these people in church, and the people in church, their skirts are so tight that I could see their panty lines. It was just a confusing, it was confusing. They're wearing shirts that their busts hanging out, and it was hard for me to decipher the difference between my clothes and their clothes. Right? I didn't like that. I didn't like that for me because it was confusing. Whereas my wardrobe was club friendly and work friendly. I mean, I worked, but I wore a uniform. I worked for Sprint, so we had a uniform. But it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. So, but I'm looking at these ladies and they have on these tight skirts and these busty shirts and all this stuff. And it was so confusing for me to get really comfortable. And so in that time, like I just started to mourn that person that I was, and I wanted a sense of it back. Not because I missed any part of it, but in that season is where I felt I had the most control. I had the most control. In this season, walking a walk with God, in this journey with God, I don't have any control. I'm not in control of anything, except for the things that I can control. Okay, listen, I'm not in control of what happens day to day or how it happens, but I am in control of executing the day. Right? Okay. So that's the big difference. Being kinder to people, understanding grace and forgiveness and all of those things that happens with growth. being compassionate, having empathy, growing into those things, not being angry. Y'all, I spent my teens and the early half of my 20s angry. I was mad. I was mad at everything. I was mad at my upbringing. I was married at the things that I was married. I was mad at the things that I went through. I was mad for every little thing. I was mad, but I did an amazing job masking that anger, right? Did an amazing job masking that anger, and I recycled the energy into being successful, into being productive, into being progressive, into being just more than what I was going through. So that's how I took out my anger. Unless it was like my mom. I used to give my mom the blues. She'd say something to me, and I'd be like, psh, and I just quickly pop off on her, have something to say real quick. But that was just anger. And that was just a season that I had to go and really, really heal through. I had to heal through all that childhood trauma. I had to heal through that. It was a long journey of healing through that. But I am so happy that I did it, because doing that allowed me space to see a different perspective, gain a new understanding, to love my mother differently, right? I've always respected my mother, but I used to be upset with her as well. And once I was able to just get over it, just not even get over it. I wasn't even getting over it. Like, God really took me through the emotion. Something would happen and I would get upset, and I'd be like, okay, why does this make you upset? And I would sit in that. I would sit in that and say, okay, why does this make me upset? Then I'd write it down. I'd write down all the things that triggered that thing. I have, y'all should see my journal. It's crazy. It's like a map. Like, this is how I was able to help myself heal. This is how God was able to help me heal. God was going to help me heal anyways. But you don't want to be healed and not know why you were healed. That makes sense? Or delivered and not know why you were delivered. That doesn't really make sense. Like, what are you delivered from? What's your strong man? What's the thing that spit out all of these other dagger demons? Because you feel abandonment, and abandonment comes with rejection, and then rejection comes with isolation and depression, and then depression comes with alcoholism, addiction come with promiscuity. Like, you have all these things that are attached one to the other. It's like, listen, anytime something is cast down, it come back with seven of them. Okay, seven of them. There was one part of my journey where God literally showed me myself standing in the middle. Like, it's crazy because it's almost like this, but like myself standing in the middle of a bunch of demons and spirits surrounding me, trying to break my barrier, trying to kill me, trying to destroy me. And I started praying against that, like, hold on now. Wait. But again, grieving that part of you that, like, you feel like, what, for me, grieving that part of me that I felt like was my defense mechanism, that was my protection, that was my ace boom coon, grieving that part of myself was difficult. Mourning that aspect was really difficult. Okay, y'all, we gotta get to these things. So we tried the gold. The gold did not work. That just looks like I shouldn't have done it. So I'm gonna now go in on this side, this corner right here, and we're gonna try the silver and see what silver rocks look like. So let's just investigate here. I think the silver might be a better move. Although the silver, like, I don't know. I just know I can't leave them white. So we're going to see what this does. I love the journey. I do. The journey does not feel good all the time, but I love it because it is the reward is being able to look back and see your own growth. Like, for me, I'm in a season where I don't care how anybody else feels about me. I'm trying to change how I feel about myself. So somebody else's opinion of me, I could care less. I could care less. I'm working on me. I'm working on feeling better about me, loving on me, celebrating me, shocking myself, like shocking myself. Proving something to myself. So I don't care how nobody feel. But um even that, like, I want to say that that's a new it's a new perspective, because I never cared about how nobody feel about me. Y'all, anybody that went to school with me will tell you I walked around to my own drum. I always did the most random of things. I love that for me. I love my uniqueness. I love being different. I never tried to fit in with anybody whatsoever. I didn't care to. But I was a people pleaser in the idea of, if somebody asked me something, even if I was uncomfortable with it, I would still do it. If somebody, I don't know, if somebody needed me, I would I would put myself, okay, y'all, this is crazy. Like, there are levels. People don't understand that there are levels of people pleasers, okay? Hear me out. So, like, I was the kind of people pleaser that it would be so bad that if somebody come ask me, hey, you got $1,000 so that I can pay my rent, right? My mind is gonna say, okay, I got $1,033, right? I can give them this $1,000, and whatever I got to do, I can wait for a second, right? And then my second mind would be like, girl, you cannot afford to give nobody $1,000. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind? Tell them no. It's gonna be fine. I mean, they just asking you. No, it's not gonna hurt them. Tell them no. But then I would start thinking, man, but if I say no and I can, I mean, I'd be all right with $33 for a couple of days, because what if they get evicted? Then they're not gonna have nowhere to stay. And I would just, it turn it into a whole thing, and end up back to the beginning of saying yes, doing something that I knew that I could not afford to do, that I didn't want to do, and then I would have to sit in it after that. That's the kind of people pleaser I was. People pleasing to the point to where, like, I really want to give y'all some real facts, right? But I be trying to be careful, because I still have some real people that they not where I am. They're not mentally, emotionally where I am. So, like, sharing certain things makes me apprehensive, because I don't want, see, people pleasing. This is the perfect example. Wow. I can't even tell you my story, because I'm concerning myself with these people's brain, and how what I say that they did to me is going to affect them. That is absolute insanity. One day I'm gonna get over it, right? It's levels to this. It's levels to this. And yeah, we just not there yet, right? We just not there yet. And that's okay too. That's okay too. In due season. In due season. Ecclesiastes says there's a season for everything. Maybe it's not that season yet. It's not that season for me to be going and punching people in the eye. It's not. So let me just hold what I got and keep it to myself. Are y'all talking to me? Because my comments are not doing anything, Bam. They not moving at all. And I know Bam ain't in here being quiet. I don't know. Okay, so this is the silver, y'all. Look. You can't even see that. See, the silver looks kind of funky though, don't it? Oh no, you're fine. I just didn't want to think that my comments wasn't working. Girl, they be tripping sometimes. And so I'm always scared that they're gonna stop working. What do y'all think? Uno, did you leave? Do you think the silver or the gold? They go to silver. That's the silver. This is the gold. This is the gold up here. This is the silver. I think we have to go silver. It's light, but it looks good. Yeah, I think we have to go silver. I think the gold is too dark. The gold makes it look crazy. Mix them. Oh, like not all, like, let's see. Let's test this theory. Put some silver around this. I don't know, Miss Bam. It don't really look like. Nah, this silver completely consumes the brown. The brown. Look, it doesn't. Where? Oh, here it go. These two dots right here. There you go. I think the silver is gonna be the best bet. I'm gonna go silver for sure. That's where we're going. But yeah. So, anyways, I said all that to say like there are levels to it. Like, and when you start growing through those things, and you're able to see like on a hindsight, it feels so much better than somebody coming up to you celebrating you. Like somebody come and say, "Oh, I'm so proud of you," like, and you can walk away from them feeling like crap. Like I'm not even proud of myself. And you tell me you're proud of me. What is there to be proud of? This is not the goal. This is just, and that's so funny because I can preach to other people all day long. Hey, celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. Take a moment and celebrate yourself. I can do that all day long. But I'm unhappy at the results of myself. So somebody else celebrating me wouldn't do me any justice because I'm not pleased. Just because when you know you can produce more, like do some silver and some gold. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go in and do all of them silver, and then I'm gonna hit sporadically the on top of the silver with the gold, because I think that's gonna be cool. Yeah, these kids are here today. Ooh wee. They've been good today though. I can't even pretend like it. She said I'm just here to post a, oh, Miss Bands. You're not here just to post a welcome note. I don't just need a welcome note. I'll scream at them and say what I want to say. I appreciate the welcome note. Thank you for it. But I like your company. Has nothing to do with your service. Y'all see Miss Bam? She said like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be sure you tap in. I'm telling you, y'all, I just be waking up like, I'm finna go live. I'm finna go live, and y'all, I just got done cleaning the bathrooms, right? So I had to put on clothes because I was still in cleaning up the house clothes. And even my daughter, she said on her pajamas, like we in here. My son, Luce is like, hey, listen, I got to get out of here. Y'all can clean up all day long if you, if you want to. I'm finna get this room clean. I'm finna get up out of here. Y'all not finna keep me up in here hostage, talking about moving this and moving that. I'm just saying. Yeah, Miss Bam, I've been on my laptop for the last week now. Not using it for like social media and stuff, but like typing and editing my do you call, y'all help me with this cuz I don't know. Do you call your book that you're writing, is it a manuscript or is that when people get ready to kill somebody? Is that a manuscript? No, that's a manifesto. See. Brains, duh. Brains, hello. Hello. I'm trying. Oh yeah, I already read that one. She got trying to say about that. Are you able to make clipboards on your Well, I guess you could just save it somewhere else, huh? You don't really need a clipboard. You could just save it. You can just save it, save it, save it. Yeah, it's basketball season, so the little bitty one finna get ready to start hooping. Let me see. Yes. It's my brother. My brother. I love my brother. One day y'all gotta meet my brother. I'm gonna have my brother come on. He was supposed to come on for me 1 week before, but he's so busy. His daughters are competition dancers, little mini dancers. They're really good. My nieces, and so they are always on the go, always doing something. And then the week before last or last week was homecoming, and my brother is a Sigma, so he's very very active. He's like the something that matters. I don't know. Don't make me lie. He's something that matters out there. Okay, yeah, this is what the silver's looking like so far. We got a larger area of it colored. Let me see where. Okay, over here. See, I like the silver because the silver does not overwhelm the picture like this brown was doing. So we got it. We got a silver it is. Oh, silver it is.